video, I am going to be teaching you how to convert your regular YouTube video or your regular size video into a very compelling video trailer, which will be compatible for display on your mobile phone so that you can share it on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, or any other platform that allows smooth mobile consumption. If this is something that you want to learn, then stick around. Let's figure this out. Hello guys, and welcome to yet another exciting video right here in the Africa Made studio. Well, studio right here in the middle of Africa. If you're new here, we talk about photography, videography, editing, cinematography, and all its related branches. Kindly click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification icon so that you get notified anytime we drop awesome content like this on the Africa Made channel. These days, with the advent of mobile phones, consuming content which is horizontal has become the norm of the day. There's a high likelihood that you are currently watching this video on your mobile phone and you are probably watching it in the portrait mode instead of a landscape. What is the difference? Now, if you watch the video this way, having your phone right like this, then you are actually having it the portrait way. But if you watch the video this way, then you are watching it using the landscape mode. So what I'm going to be teaching you today is taking your regular footage, which is 16:9 or which is the landscape format, so that when people see your content, they don't have to turn their mobile phones upside down, but just having it this way, they are able to watch the video and still maintain everything that you shot within the frame size. And this can come in handy if you want to promote your YouTube videos, or you've just finished that awesome music video of yours, or any form of content that you want to promote out there. Enough of the talking, let me show you how this is done in Adobe Premiere Pro. So I have Premiere Pro already open here. As you can see, I've opened the window, and right away I will just go ahead and name my project. I will not be concentrating on this. I have another video on this channel. If you want to learn about Adobe Premiere Pro, you can actually click up here to watch that awesome video of Adobe Premiere Pro. So I will just probably name this as a trailer and enter and wait for the software to open. And now once it opens, I've already gone ahead to export my music video. So the best way to go about this is that you need to render your video out in a very high quality format so that when you import it again and do all these things on it, it doesn't actually lose quality. However, if you also have a strong machine, you are not required to render the video. You can just nest your whole sequence in Adobe Premiere Pro and go ahead to do what we are just about to do. But for me and the kind of machine I'm using for this video right now, it's always safe for me to render and use it because I don't have a powerful machine like most of you other editors out there would do. This is just a basic Core i5 machine with an 8 gig RAM. So I don't want to put too much pressure on this particular laptop. So let's go ahead and import this already rendered music video. So I'll trace it to the Explorer, music video, and I have a folder called renders here. When I open the render folder, final renders, and I have official video. Yes, this is the final render I have for it. So let me open. So it's trying to import the file. So we wait for it to import. So you know that regularly, or if you are just bringing a normal video into Adobe Premiere Pro, one of the things you do is just to drag this and drop it here for it to create a new sequence. But in this regard, we have to flip it the other way around. Now the mathematics here is you have 1920 by 1080, or just the whole screen here, you have 1920 by 1080. So right here, what we are going to do is that we are going to drag this, put it here to create a new sequence. But remember that, like I said, we are supposed to turn this upside down. So we go here, we come to sequence. And as you can see, look at the frame size. We have 1920 by 1080. We are supposed to turn these numbers around, the other way around. So what we'll do is that, so we'll turn this rather into 1080. We do 1080 and we convert here to 1920. So we flipped it around. So right after this, we just press OK, and it will ask you, it will warn you, changes to preview file format or to the preview frame size require all preview files to be deleted. This option cannot be undone. You just go ahead, they're just warning you, just go ahead and say OK, and this opens. Voila, just look at what has happened already. So what is happening is that because we've created a portrait out of a landscape, so a lot of the files, let's take it like this is the original file. My hand is actually in landscape mode and this phone is in portrait. So now when we put this here, you realize that all these parts are in excess. However, we need to get all of these particular areas into to fit in just around this area. So that means that we need to be able to push all of these things down here without squashing or probably opening up the image. How do we go about this? So when you come to effect control here, you click on motion. As you can see, like we just explained, just look at how it's in excess. It's actually out of the confines of the portrait screen. So you come here, you use this particular scale tool, and you can scale it. Just drag to the left and wait for it. Just keep looking at it until these lines just touch the edges. So most of the times I use like 57. If I press the Attila key, this is how big it is. And so this is how it's currently looking like. So this isn't attractive at all. So how do we make this further attractive? So what's happening is that this side will just be blank. If this is a music video that we are working on, mostly what I try to do is I'll just keep this and duplicate this file into 2. Now keep the one on top safe and come to the down one and use the scale tool and increase this in size. Make sure it's actually big enough to fill almost half of the screen. All right. This one is just feel free to play around with this, guys. So probably this will be okay for me. And after this, what I do is I go ahead to go to effects and type for or look for fast blur. I just type fast BL. Then you can see there when you scroll down a little, this is fast blur. You can drag fast blur, drop it on that same down layer and scroll down. And as you can see, we have the blur radius. And as you increase it, you realize that that background video will be blurred. So now probably let's say 48, let's leave it at 48. And as you can see, now we have this particular video there and we also have the background which is actually blurred. But as you can see, we still have a little bit of black lines here. That is because I already rendered this video with the black line. So we can either go ahead to use the crop tool again on this particular video layer, eliminate the black lines, or if it's something that we want to leave there, we can now go ahead and add other text or other interesting things to the screen so that this part will not be black or we don't leave these sides blank. So if this is a music video, you might want to put the name of the artist and probably the title of the song and maybe you as the editor or director of the film. So how do I go about this? So mostly what I do is I prefer to still go by or use the old legacy titling system. So what I do is I go to File and I go to New, then I go to Legacy Title because that is what I still prefer to use. So just give it a name. Maybe I'll call this the frame and I say, okay. Wait for it to open. And once it opens this window right away, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw several boxes of different colors that will be very complementary to the colors of the text that I will write on the screen. So I use my selection tool, use this box tool here, and I can draw up to this side. That is how far I want it to go. And I can come down here and probably draw up to this size. Maybe that's how far I want that to also go as well. So for example, if this music video, let's say it's for, let's say an artist, a certain artist called Rap Koji. So what we can do is I can pick the text tool and write, let's say Rap Koji, all right? So I get the kind of text that I want. I'll select the font style. For the purpose of this video, let me just use any of these font types. I think that is going to be fine. And come here, I need to change the color, probably to something like black. I want to keep this very simple. So let's use black. And when we drag this back, as you can see, voila, it's here. So that's the name of the artist, Rap Koji. And probably the song, which song is this? So maybe I bring this in. The title of the song is Igwe. Okay, so that is it. That's the name or that's the title of the song. So I can center it, put it in the center so that it aligns very well over here. So right down here, the thing I can write there is I can use this, come down there and write coming soon. Coming soon. And again, I can click here to center it. And what I can also add is the director's name. Maybe I can say directed by, I can say Africa Amaze. All right. So then we can drag this here, directed by Africa Amaze. Maybe I want to center this a little, and maybe probably since this is not a major thing, I can reduce that text to, let's say, something like 50%. Yes, that is small to exactly the size that I wanted. Yes, so already this is what we have, and for me, I'm feeling like this is not complete. The design isn't looking complete at all. So maybe we can keep playing around with this. So you can pick your box tool again. Guys, just feel free. You can play with this anyhow you want it. You can add as much as information as you prefer or as you want. So let's pick the box. Maybe I want to add another white line here because we selected black as the text. Now it's black. So after selecting or drawing it, we can go and choose any color of our choice. So in this case, I want it to be white. I'll select white. And I come down here too. I want to create a white. So I can click here, then drag it up. Let it be here, exactly. I want to eliminate all the black lines. And already this is what we have. So we can keep adding more information. Maybe here is empty. We can add something. We can add something here too before we close. So not to make this video too long, let's just say this is the kind of design we want to go with. We've written the name of the artist, the song, and we've written coming soon. We've written the name of the director. And we've added some small designs. So what we are going to do now is you just peacefully close this window, then go back to your editor and search for your project folder. And as you can see, it's here. It has also appeared like a video or a picture within your import window. So all you need to do is just to drag it and drop it on the upper layer, and you can drag it across your whole video to have it on top of your videos. Guys, don't make a mistake. If you put this below any other video, it might not appear. So make sure that is the layer which is above all the other layers within the timeline. So let's drag this across the whole timeline. Now it's there, and this is what we have. So let me press the Atlas key to open it up, and this is what we actually have right now. Let's take a look at how it looks like. Let me play it. Probably this is where I actually want to end the video. So remember that this is a full video that we kept on the timeline and we haven't yet truncated it. Probably we just want this trailer to just be 26 seconds. So maybe this is fine. So what I'll just do is that I'll just quickly drag this all. So just make sure it's a 26 second. We bring all of this thing in, and let me zoom into the timeline. Let's see what we have here. So now when we play the video and it gets to just that particular portion, it ends or it tends to stop. So let me just play that part of the video and you see how it behaves. Yeah, so, but as you can see, it ends abruptly, and this is a trailer. We wanted to kind of like just jolt people's memory, just to keep up people's spirit in just trying to anticipate for the kind of video that we want to release. So let's put in a fade out at the end of these videos. So probably I can just add default transition. My default transitions are fade outs. So we can fade that out at the end, and this is how it ends. So let's go back again and see how it looks like. So this from the beginning, and we have all the text and everything on screen. Now let me show you what we have created and how it's going to probably look like on a mobile phone if you share it on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, or whichever place that you choose to share it on a mobile compatible platform. Take a look.
Cancel. Coach,
So that is all for this video, guys. And if you did enjoy this video, guys, I'll much appreciate it if you do click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification icon so that you get notified anytime we drop awesome content like this on this channel. And please do well to click on the like button because it goes a long way in helping other people discover our awesome content right here on YouTube. So until next time, as always, guys, I will entreat you to always and always keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.